What's up? We are back in Two Jack Bros. It is one day after Valentine's Day. I'm looking out the window to see whether or not these people put their dog shit in my trash can right now, but they didn't. So we're here. I'm good. I'm happy.
Always watching, though.
Always watching,
If you ever walk by, know he's watching you.
Yeah, if you have a dog, even if you don't have your dog with you, I got my eye on you.
Yeah. You might have a little bag of shit with you.
Yeah, if you have I have a dog at home vibe,
yeah,
I'm on it. I'm on it. So if you're a white lady walking down my street,
yeah,
I'm watching you. I'm fucking watching you. Yeah, man. It's after Valentine's Day. How do you feel?
I had a rough Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I thought I had a vacation, so I stopped taking care of myself, and I broke down in a day.
Yeah, you partied way too hard on Valentine's Day Eve. Nobody parties that hard on Valentine's Day Eve. You took it to the next level.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
You're doing keg stands in the kitchen. You were out of control.
Yeah.
You were absolutely out of control.
Yeah.
But you got it back together. You had a wicked hangover on Valentine's Day. Who does that?
I don't know. You kept promising me a gift, and then it never showed up.
It did never show up.
You played with my emotions.
I did. You got too carried away. You got too carried away.
You rescinded your gift? Is that what happened?
I'm the Queen of Sheba now.
I'm getting a Valentine's gift.
Yeah. Now you see why we don't celebrate Valentine's Day? Now you see why we don't celebrate. We can't handle it. We are too festive every day of the year for any of these festivities to ever be about us.
I don't agree.
Well, you don't agree, but you don't necessarily have a problem with the fact that we don't celebrate Valentine's Day. It's also too, it's one of those things where it's like you're told by society to celebrate Valentine's Day. It's not like it's one of these things where it's like natural.
Yeah, no, it's you. I realize that when I'm explaining them to the kids, because especially since our girls aren't in school, where you normally learn about all the all the holidays, So I'm like, do you guys, and like we have one daughter that loves pink and hearts and red and white, and so I'm like, this is the holiday for her. Yeah. And I'm like, do you know what Valentine's Day is? She's like, no. And I'm like, it's a day where you tell people you love them and you give them pink hearts.
Yeah.
Like that's, she's just like, okay. Like even her was like, whatever, Mom, that's strange.
Yeah. It's like, why would I sully pink hearts for a day like this?
Yeah.
It's like we could use them for so many other things. I'm watching this lady with this dog right now.
I could tell you were distracted.
Yeah, I'm so fucking on top of them all, man. It's like they can see me seeing them up here in this fucking bird's nest up here.
They feel watched.
They better feel. I want them to feel watched. I should just do this all the time and just like stand out here and just like sit on the roof, just watch people bring their walk their dogs past. Yeah. And just like cough every time they walk past the trash can, whether they're looking at it or not.
You want the lore of that? That corner house, that guy, he sits on his roof.
Yes. I want corner house lore.
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing we're missing from this house. Like we don't have any lore. Corner houses always have lore. And we have no lore with this corner house.
You think you haven't built enough lore? I think you got a little lore.
I might have a little lore.
It might be like, at least that one, like the skinny smoking lady, she'd give you a little lore.
There's also the one lady that I made come back and get the dog shit out of the trash.
I made one lady do it too because you had me all like hyped up about it, and I was like, I felt guilty to you for not harassing this woman and making her grab shit out of the trash can.
You were trying to earn a Valentine's Day gift.
Still didn't get me a Valentine's gift.
Still no. Yeah. But it is one of those things too where I've been thinking about this lately, how there's just so many things that are ingrained in our society to add division or to take us away from achieving our full potential as humans, right? It's
like Valentine's Day took me down a few steps. I was heading towards enlightenment.
Yeah, so I've been learning a lot about chakras, and not to say that we need to like make this a health and fitness podcast, but I feel like we can start sharing some of our health and fitness stuff, right? Because I feel like since we take such a unique approach to health and fitness, I feel like people aren't getting the same old horse shit when they come with us. So about these chakras, heavy chakra influence.
Yeah.
Right? So I was learning about chakras the other day, and each chakra is associated with a different wavelength.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, I know you love your wavelengths.
I love wavelengths, but when another thing, I mean, we're not talking about the sacred sound right now, although we could get into that at a later date.
Okay.
So right now we're talking about just colors in general.
Okay.
And that each wavelength is associated with a different color. That's just how wavelengths work. Like if you take light, you shine it through a prism, you get all these different colors that come out. You get basically the whole entire spectrum of colors. But each of those spectrums are associated with a different wavelength. Like the peaks and valleys are either closer together or further away.
My science experiment in 6th grade got me an honorable mention that was about light and prism and wavelengths.
Okay, so so we know that it's Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, violet, indigo, blue. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know which wavelengths are shorter or wider?
The red are shorter.
I believe so. I believe like they have the shorter wavelengths and then it gets wider.
Yeah.
It actually goes up.
Yeah.
From red, orange, yellow, green.
Is it like they always put the scale this way though, you know, because like it's your like X-rays and your gamma and like your little colors in the middle.
Yeah, but we're talking about chakras though.
Okay.
They're talking about different
chakras
stuff.
Up and down the body.
Yeah, we're talking about
anus
chakras.
to forehead.
Yeah, basically, that is your third eye. Mm-hmm. Your anus connects to your forehead. That's your third eye. The chakras. Your anus is your third eye. You have to open it. But you got to open it metaphorically. You don't have, because if you actually open it.
We did get some interesting fitness advice the other day regarding the anus.
What was that?
To put a butt plug in there to make sure you're holding your butt tight.
Yeah. That is if you start putting stuff in your butt.
And then what?
That ironically closes the chakra. It's almost the opposite. It's like the tighter your anus is, the more open that third eye is.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
So you got
that is just like a life lesson, right? Like all those things, like, you know, like I think it's a life lesson because it's almost like you have to work at things, but like if you try too hard to like hold things in life, you know, you lose them.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just, life for you there.
Yeah. So I mean, you don't want to be trying to you don't want to squint the third eye too much. No. But so I'm learning about these things, and like people, that's why you surround yourself with colors, because they get you in tune with the vibration synonymous with the chakra that it represents. Right? So like red is the root chakra, also the anus chakra.
Anus is red, huh?
Yeah. So you want to have a balance of colors around you.
So if you see somebody and their aura is red, it's like their anus chakra is open. They're connected to it.
So theoretically, they're rooted. They're like they have this solid attachment. They're tethered to earth, maybe, or just like grounded metaphorically. I don't know how we would.
I see like a red and a blue.
Yeah, that's because I cover the whole spectrum. So that's just how it is represented.
Yeah.
Hold on. These kids are too fucking loud, and I gotta make sure this couple doesn't put dogs. They got 2 dogs coming down here, and they look all fucking happy together. You don't need to see it. It's like an Asian and a white lady. I'm not gonna let these fucking interracial couples put dog shit in my trash can. Hold on one second. Guys, you gotta keep it down. It's too loud. Oh, that was getting to me. All right, we're back. We're back again. So these chakra colors. So basically, like fundamentally, you want to have balance. You want to have a balance of these colors in your life, for the most part. You don't need it to be over the top or obnoxious, but you just want to have a balance of these colors because they help get you in tune to these different chakras, right? But when we are kids, we're encouraged to pick a favorite color. Right? You got to have a favorite color. You got to have well, I think that's just one of the things that is done in society early on to get people out of touch with the balance of the chakras. Because if you focus too much on one, you'll get out of balance for that one chakra, and that puts you out of balance for the 7 chakras altogether.
Yeah.
And the more out of balance we are, the less likely we have to achieve our full potentials as spiritual beings. And with that being the case, we're more likely to fulfill the whims of others. Like be good workers, or just like just ready for the American industrial complex, just to be a cog in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's basically what the elite are doing. They're cogging us.
Mm-hmm.
And they're cogging us from early age by giving us what we think are like little simple pleasures in life, like having a favorite color.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
They're trying to imbalance us.
Yeah.
Just put that out there. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Yeah. I just been thinking about that a lot lately. I think about relationships a lot around Valentine's Day, and I don't separate the relationship that you have with yourself from the relationship conversation altogether. It's very important. Mm-hmm. You can't have a good relationship with other people unless you have that solid relationship with yourself. Mm-hmm. But it's just about fundamental foundation right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fundamental foundation. You just got to build it.
All right.
Just got to build that fundamental foundation. It's just that's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, you left me to my own devices though. It's Valentine's Day.
Yeah?
Yeah. You weren't around like, hey, did you drink any water, Ansley? Here's some love water. You didn't give me any love water.
Yeah, it was wild to watch. I mean, you're usually pretty good about hydrating.
I know.
You walk around with a water bottle. You're always like, give me, man. It was like one day before Valentine's Day, and you were like, fuck water.
My water bottle broke. It was.
Yeah.
I know you got me another one, but.
He was like, I'm waiting. It was like, you broke your water bottle, and I was like, I'm going to get you a Valentine's gift. And you're like, oh my God, it's going to be a water bottle. I'll wait I'm not going to drink until I get this new water bottle.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
That was exciting. Yeah. It's what do you think about Valentine's Day? Like, we're gonna go to be around people today, and everybody's gonna say, "Oh, what did you do for Valentine's Day? What did you do for Valentine's Day?" So my first question is, when you have to answer that question, and knowing that question is nothing,
yeah,
like, do you have any kind of like trepidation to answering that question before you answer it?
No, because I think that there's like I feel like in today's society there's enough of you can be like there's an okay answer that's like, oh, we've been together forever, we've got kids, we ate, or you just say, oh, we got steaks and we ate steaks.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, we just stayed at home.
Yeah, people just want to hear anything.
Yeah.
I guess it's just
like, I didn't drink any water and I cramped.
Ooh, that sounds fun. That sounds fun. What did you get him? Yeah, that's another thing too. Is like people keep asking like, what should I get my man for Valentine's Day, or what's a good Valentine's Day gift for my man? It's like nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's like, shut the fuck up. That's a good Valentine's Day gift for your man.
Yeah, I think there's enough people out there that hate Valentine's that it's like acceptable to be like, no, we didn't do it.
Yeah.
Or you just talk like, oh, I got the kids something.
It's also too, a lot of people, are like you just said, a lot of people hate Valentine's Day. So them expressing what they did or didn't do for Valentine's Day is usually like, not staking a claim. What is like a proclamation?
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't do anything for Valentine's Day because I don't believe in Valentine's Day because Valentine, it's like, oh, please don't give me a history.
Yeah.
Please, I don't.
It's a commercialization holiday that just. Like,
yeah. It's like, we get it. It's like, well, we don't, the fucking Native Americans that Christopher Columbus killed on February 14th, they don't get a day. It's like, all right. Fuck.
We should be like, I don't celebrate Valentine's Day, but I celebrate President's Day weekend. We got all the presidents together and
yeah. Man, where are we at? We're already at. We're moving. We're moving and grooving. Yeah. So I finally feel like I have a shirt idea.
Okay.
For the Two Jack Bros.
Okay.
Right. The slogan on the shirt is you're looking at butts all wrong. Right. And it'd be like, the front of the shirt say whatever, and on the back of the shirt it says you're looking at butts wrong.
Yeah.
You know, because we're looking at butts as this like sexual object when we should be looking at it as a source of balance and athleticism. That's what a butt is all about.
Yeah.
But as long as people are looking at it as a sexual object, there's a reason associated with vanity that they have for not achieving or obtaining a butt.
Yeah.
You know, now you don't achieve a butt, you have all sorts of imbalance in your body. Your joints are going to be stressed in your knees a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Your hips are going to have a little bit more stress in them. It's just you're just overall your lower back is going to have an issue. You know, you're going to get headaches because your neck is constantly going to be like cramped and tight. You know, it's just another thing. It's like, you know, you put that barrier of aesthetics and vanity between not having a butt and achieving a butt. And, you know, people, you know, they're not doing it for moral reasons. People are always looking for a reason to not work out or to not put a lot of effort into their body. And if you can give them a reason that's like vanity, like, oh, it's too vain, they're not going to do it. Mm-hmm. You know, so then again, that's another thing keeping people from achieving their higher self. Like, you can't reach enlightenment with a back problem.
Can you look at a nice, round, strong butt, though, and not want to have, like, not have any devious thoughts?
Well, that's one thing I'm learning. I'm learning that I was trained to have devious thoughts about a butt.
Yeah.
I don't naturally have sexually deviant thoughts about a butt. And naturally so. It's the shitter. Do you know what I mean? It's like what other exhaust pipe in the world do we find attractive? What other waste distribution hole in the world are we like, fuck yeah,
I don't know.
that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Right? None. It's like you don't even do anything sexually to the butt. I mean, you grip it.
You grip it. You spank it.
You spank the butt.
Some people eat the butt.
Yeah, but again, like we're talking about biblical, biblically, you're like, because this is something that has, I don't even know historically when it started.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even say, because, you know, you look at Greek sculptures and Greek paintings and things from that era, not just Greek, but just all across the world, things from that era. It wasn't so much focus on the butt. Those
statues had good butts though. Like those naked, like Michelangelo statues.
Those statues had carved butts.
Yeah.
Like some of them had good butts. Some of them had like weirdly flat, like flabby butts. Where it's like, why'd you carve that? It's like, you could have carved anything back there. You know what I mean? It's goodness gracious. You couldn't give it any perk.
Well, they had to, like, a lot of the sculptors were looking at dead people to, like, see anatomy and stuff, right? Like, I haven't looked at too many dead people's butt. Like, what if your butt droops, like, on death, you know? Rolling over, rigor mortis. I don't know what happens to the butt. You might lose a lot of plump.
Quite a bit.
What do you think about?
Just like when my corpse is just hanging out, like what is my bird gonna look like? You know?
Yeah.
Like is it gonna be, you know, like warm day bird or cold day bird? Like what is it I'm gonna get? Like is it gonna droop because like all the muscles are now relaxed? Or is it gonna pull up into my body? Like I just
know what you did to me now? Now I'm gonna have to look.
Yeah? When I die?
I'm going to have to look. Like, I'm going to pick up the sheet.
Like the doctor's going to be like, I'm just going to need you to identify him. And just start living. No. Down here. No, I got it. I mean, I wouldn't know. I don't even know how to Google that.
That's a dangerous Google.
It is a dangerous Google. And it's also, too, it's like, I would love it if it's like I come out with like more fears than I went in with. It's like, oh my God, did you know that there's a fairy that comes and takes your dick when you die? It's like, oh no.
I feel like our phones are hearing us now. Like you're going to start seeing some weird ads. Like, oh, this is just what I was looking for.
You don't know about the dick demon that comes and takes your dick when you die? You better be good to your dick. Otherwise the dick demon's going to come and get it. Yeah, I would hate that. I would
hate the dick demon.
I hate either one. I would hate. I think the
dick fairy or dick demon.
Well, I think if you die and your dick shrivels up, that's the dick demon.
Yeah.
Dick demon gotcha.
Yeah.
If you like hang proud,
yeah,
that's the dick fairy.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody upon death, every man upon death gets a visit from the dick demon or the dick fairy.
It's a judgment. It's like based off of how you lived your life too, or you think it's just one of those things that you have no control over.
It's based off of how your dick lived its life.
Yeah.
Yeah. How I mean, of course you're responsible for that.
Yeah.
You're responsible for how your dick lives its life.
Yeah.
But that's for sure what it's based upon. The souls don't have dicks. The dick is something separate from the soul.
Yeah.
So your soul goes and gets judged, and your dick has to stay on your body.
Like your dick has its own soul, but it's just a dick soul. It's
Yeah.
like little dick souls running around. Like,
and that's the true judgment.
the dick soul.
Like the judgment that people will have of you on earth.
Yeah.
You know, because like when your soul goes to heaven and is judged by this magnanimous spirit.
Yeah.
It's like it's a magnanimous spirit. It's gonna judge me fairly.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really blame humans for their faults, right? Like
No.
we try. Life is hard.
Yeah, but if my dick shrivels up upon death and people go to my funeral and see my dick, because I'm gonna have it cut out. I'm gonna have the pants
You
cut
want
out.
flowers around it.
Yeah.
You want a little,
Like
a wreath arrangement.
Maybe like a cool little window display.
Yeah.
You know?
but covered so he can't no touching.
And because people are gonna definitely try to ring it like the little thing, the door stop.
Yeah.
I mean, who's not gonna? I'll do that. if
I'll
that's,
pick up your hand and do it for you.
Yeah, it's just like, look at him. Everybody look at him. He would have wanted it this way, I promise you. But that's the true judgment, because that's like that's the judgment that your family has to bear for the rest of their lives.
Yeah,
right?
your dick soul.
Your dick soul. Because again, if we're thinking about the judgment of your eternal soul, like you're not seeing that. That's between God and your soul.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't even get to know what happened to my soul until you're a soul up there. And you're like, cool, thank you for my judgment. Where's Sydney? He's where? You know what I mean?
I knew it.
Yeah, but the dick soul.
Yeah.
Like all your friends and family can
That's
see.
what Earth ghosts are. They're dick souls.
Just
like big ones floating down the hallways. That's why it's always like, yeah, I think it has a sheet over it. I don't know. That was just a giant dick.
It's just a giant dick. It's like, I was bigger than I was in my funeral. Please, I just want you to associate a bigger dick with my body. That's what unfinished business is.
Yeah.
Trying to prove that your dick was bigger than it was at your funeral. I mean, that's tough. That's tough because that is that is what's happening, right? So you go to the funeral, and however the dick is.
But most funerals don't have a dick on display, right?
Yeah, but
I know you've been to a couple.
I know. Fair. It's not displayed, but it's on display. You know what I'm saying? It's attached to the body, and people are wondering. People are wondering like, what's under that? What's under those suit pants right there?
Suit tent.
Yeah, exactly. So, but that's the thing. So people, that's something your family has to bear. Like if let's just in the world where the dick display is the thing that's happening, right? You're in line to do the viewing. There's like
the doorknob.
Yeah,
Ding. You're in line.
And then you got a friend of yours next to you in line. She's comforting you. She has her arm around you.
Yeah.
And then you both get up there. And then if that bird is pulled in,
yeah,
she might be like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like she's looking at you weird now. Like that's the dick you were living with for this long? Like, didn't you say he didn't celebrate Valentine's Day? Like, this is the dick that you allowed to not celebrate Valentine's Day? It's like, what the fuck? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And then your whole family is disgraced because you got visited by the dick demon.
That's rough.
Yeah.
better take care. You better live right with that dick, Sydney.
You just start popping in the rooms. How you treating that dick? How are you being good at that dick? Did you pray to that dick?
Yeah, I'm wondering what is it that like brings the dick demon? Like you bring your dick to too many like garbage dumps and like rub it on things. Like, that's not how you treat a dick.
I don't know. I mean, I think the dick wants to touch everything. I think that's actually how you get visited by the dick fairy.
Oh.
If you let your dick touch everything it's wanted to ever touch,
Yeah.
you get a visit from the dick fairy. You get a big dick when you die. That's how you get reincarnated the next life to having a bigger dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the more things you let your dick touch. I mean, that checks out. That sounds right to me. That sounds right to you. Because, like, society is very tricky, man. It's like we're constantly trying to talk yourself out of touching your dick to stuff. You know, because society frowns on it.
Well, that's how you get your immortal soul in trouble. If you, like, touch your dick on too many things or on people that don't want your dick.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you, man. The dick rarely wants to touch people. If you look at all the things that your dick wants to touch,
it's not people.
And you include people in that as well.
Yeah.
People are probably like 10%.
Where you're just like, look, that thing's shiny. I want to
like
put my dick on it.
Literally everything else.
Ooh,
like,
look at that sandpaper.
Exactly. Everything that has a temperature, a texture, you know, like if it has a temperature and a texture, your dick wants it. Your dick needs to know.
Yeah.
It needs to know, how does that snow feel? How does it feel to be in the snow?
Yeah.
Deep in the snow. You know, it's your dick wants to know. How's it feel to be in that pumpkin? Dick wants to know. There's nothing out there. It's like, ooh, that's fancy. Anytime a guy goes, ooh,
you want to know?
He needs to know. That's his dick on. Ooh.
And my brain keeps trying to like find the equivalent for women in this situation. You know, like because everything's got to be fair. If you get a dick demon and a dick fairy, like what do I get? But like with the ooh, like I feel like it's some equivalent to like women seeing jewelry and different stuff. They're like any type of jewelry you see, you want to put it on and look at yourself and be like, ooh, you know, like.
You don't think that though women have a desire to like see what things feel like in their vagina?
They do, but
So
I don't know if
it's a vaginal ghoul. You get a visit from if you don't put enough things inside that vagina, you get a visit from the vaginal ghoul.
Maybe.
And then when you die, it's just a gape. It's like the exact opposite.
Yeah,
it's
that's
just a
fair.
big, wide open gape vagina.
Like a black hole, like that is the black hole.
And they'll be like looking at my corpse and your corpse, like, how the fuck did they even? Like, what the fuck?
And then your dick ghost and my vagina ghost will haunt them for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, you definitely want a visit from the vagina sprite.
Yeah.
The pussy sprite.
Yeah.
The vaginal ghoul and the pussy sprite. We figured it out.
You did say this was going to be about like, you know, enlightenment and stuff. So
yeah, I mean, I just don't. I don't feel like we should be keeping it from people. You know, I just feel like, you know, people come here for, you know, people like to listen to things for comedy, and like there's so many podcasts out there that have funny people on it theoretically.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, for sure.
Like I don't know if it's necessarily true in application, but in theory, you know, every funny person that has a podcast is offering a chance at laughs.
Yeah.
Right. But what are you giving the people to take with them and apply to their lives? You know, and we just want you to achieve enlightenment.
Yeah.
We're just trying to get people to achieve enlightenment.
And keep your family safe in your afterlife.
That's it. You don't want your family running around embarrassed for the rest of their lives because you didn't handle your dick properly in yours. You know, show that dick some special treatment today.
You want them to go put it on something?
Just put it on something. Like that is, it's the thing, man. It's like I bet some of you don't even know what the texture of freshly painted wood feels like on your dick. Like freshly varnished wood, you know, or non-varnished wood, like old wood.
Watch those splinters.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you learn that you have to move with the grain of the wood.
Yeah,
right.
A lot of life lessons. These
people don't know how to use wood. People don't know shit about wood out here. yeah, that's so we're just trying to and I think that's the goal, period, is to make sure we're keeping people on that path towards achieving their higher self.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
It's whatever it takes. And the chakras, I think, are very important for that.
Yeah.
If just surround yourself with colors that make you feel good, but don't only focus on just the colors that make you feel good, because all of the colors are important. You might not understand it because you have an aesthetic repulsion towards certain colors, but they're all important.
Is one of your chakras brown?
What are you asking?
I'm just wondering.
Which chakra are you asking?
I'm just asking if one of the chakras is brown.
No, it's they're just the spectrum colors.
Okay.
From what I understand.
Okay.
I don't even know what wavelength brown would be. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to be able to not love brown, and I just wanted to make sure I wasn't closing out one of my chakras.
No, I mean, I don't feel like you should close out any color, because every color is a combination of other colors.
That's true, because I mean, a tree is beautiful.
Yeah. And so that brown, because I'm guessing it has a shorter wavelength than red, because like that's where my brain went to scientifically.
Yeah.
So, we can't say that there is no red in brown. True. Like, every all, like, except for the primary colors.
Yeah.
Every other color is a combination of primary colors.
That's very true.
So brown is just as important for your chakras as anything else.
I'll embrace the brown then.
Yeah. Black as well.
Yes.
White as well.
Yes.
Right? So it's all chakra based.
Okay.
Right? So, you don't have to get super in like all hippy dippy about chakras, but just put some colors around you.
Yeah.
Just embrace it and feel,
Yeah.
absorb the colors.
They're great.
Love the colors. It's so anyway, let's get off this topic. Let's get how we just talked about dick demons for 20 minutes. It's dick demons and vagina ghouls for 20 minutes. Yeah, so I was excited about that. You're looking at butts wrong. Slogan.
Yeah, no, I like it. I like it a lot.
The more you think about it,
I'd wear a shirt that says that.
Yeah. It's just like, especially on the back, like it's funny to be on the back of a shirt.
Yeah.
Especially when somebody like you as a woman, you walk past somebody and they turn to look at your butt, and on your shirt says you're looking at butts wrong.
Yeah.
Like, man, that would be confusing.
Yeah.
Like, they'll tilt their head. Like, is this right? Yeah. But yeah, no, that's our shirt.
Okay.
You're looking at butts wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It'd be even funny on the front. You're looking at butts wrong. Like, wait, am I supposed to be seeing it now? Yeah. So anyway, so there's that. Big fights this weekend. That was exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, big fights. And I know you haven't seen all the fights, so I don't want to spoil it for you, even though we're like days late.
You can do it.
Yeah. They were good. I mean, I'll just go there because I don't know who I'm spoiling this for.
Yeah.
I'm sure by now you know that Kamaru Usman won the fight. It was a really good fight, even though I think it was only a 2-round fight. It was definitely a lot of back and forth in those 2 rounds. In the first round, Kamaru Usman got hit pretty hard and it seemed like he was gonna lose that fight.
Yeah.
And came back in the second round and won. That was really cool. Now, none of that is what I want to talk about. It's not about the fights, right? It's about these people, which I find some of this funny, right? So, Kamaru Usman is a champion. He's a super dominant athlete. This black guy, but he's just like there's something about him. He's just like he doesn't quite strike a chord with the hearts and minds of the fans, right? There's something about him that's like a little bit corny, a little bit boring, and it's really hard to put a finger on exactly what it is about him, right? But it's definitely something like that is him. It's like something about his character just like is not super appealing in as far as fans are concerned. So I'm watching this interview with him and he's talking. Somebody asked him about what sports he likes to watch. What do you think Kamaru Usman's favorite sport to watch is?
I think he likes baseball.
Okay. Now that was a good guess. Now I'm gonna give you a little bit of a disclaimer to use while calculating what you think his favorite sport is. Keep in mind that he's boring.
Golf?
Right? Nah. You ready for this?
Yeah.
track and field is his favorite sport to watch. They were talking to Kamaru Usman, and he's like, dude, my favorite sport to watch is track and field. And I was just like, oh, that's it. That's it. That's why you suck. It's like your favorite sport is track, which is the least exciting sport in the world. And like I say this with, I love track. Track is what got me to college. Track is a very important sport to me. Like without track, I might not even had a chance to meet Ansley. Like track is the first thing that made me realize that I can achieve excellence with hard work. I was a track star. And it is, first of all, it's not a sport. It's a fitness competition.
Yeah.
With running and jumping included.
Yeah.
Where it's like, it's not even on enough to be like, oh, I love track's my favorite sport. I can't wait till it's on. Like you don't know when track is on. You stumble on it and don't stop.
Right.
It's track is your favorite sport.
That's a good sport though. It's a good sport to watch.
It is a great sport. It probably, a lot of times we see people talking about, this person in this sport's the best athlete in the world, or this person in this sport's the best athlete in the world. It's like, well, really, there's only one sport that actually measures athleticism.
Yeah.
So, unless they're a decathlete, I can't say they're the best athlete in the world. Right. They can just be like good at that sport.
Yeah.
So the people that are in track have much more ability to make a claim that they are the best athletes in the world than any other sport, right? But you just, like when was the last time, somebody, you jumped over something and was like, Carl Lewis, like you don't yell out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't yell out track people's names.
No.
You're not like, like you're like running to make a train or something. You're like Allison Felix, like you don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily a sport that like I don't even know what music is associated with that sport, right? Think about that.
I don't think it has music.
Right? Because like what music would you say is associated with basketball?
Like the intro, it's like the pump up music. Like bum,
Oh
bum,
no, not that. But like if you had to put a genre, like this genre is what is basketball. This genre is what is football. This genre is what is baseball.
I guess basketball is more like rap, hip hop. Football is like yelling and like heavy metal music, you have all different people in football. Like,
it's not about the people. It's about what genre of music do you associate with that sport.
I don't know.
You're thinking too hard. Just go with the first thing that comes to your mind. It's not about being right or wrong, right? It's about what's the first thing that comes to your mind.
I don't know.
Like,
football.
Like baseball. What would you say for baseball?
Take me out to the base. Like what? What do you mean? Like when they're warming up? Like when you're at the game?
You're thinking way too hard about it. What genre of music do you associate with this sport? Bam, that's it. A very simple question. You're thinking too hard about it. It's not about what people are listening to. It's none of that. Just what genre of music do you associate with that sport?
Basketball, you do rap, football. I don't know. I don't associate music with them.
All right. Well, that experiment failed miserably. All right. We'll skip that. But bottom line is, well, I mean, I can't. There's nothing to conclude from that experiment. There's nothing. You were trying too hard to be right. So we can't get. I mean, the listeners are out there just like yelling genres of music. Like,
what do you say the genres in?
Because I'm conducting the experiment. I can't answer the questions. That's not how that works. No. Then it just looks like I'm biased and was just trying to make a biased point. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Thank you for making me look biased. Good Lord. Good Lord. All right. What do you got here? What do you got, Ansley? We're deep into this podcast. We're actually almost done. We might have to get to the Patreon pretty soon.
You want a short story then?
Yeah.
Did you hear that they found the they came to a conclusion of what happened with Kobe Bryant's helicopter?
It crashed, right?
Yeah.
But with the malfunction that made it crash and all that stuff. I'm curious.
They said that the pilot had poor decision making. That was the cause of the crash.
Wait. Are we getting this from Kobe? It just sounds like an athlete giving a rundown of like what happened to his team.
Yeah.
First of all, it was very poor decision making. He's very selfish.
Well, he flew into thick clouds and he became spatially disoriented.
How did they know that?
Because he went into clouds and he said that he was going to fly up higher to get above them, but he beelined left and then went straight to the ground.
Well, how do they know that?
From the instruments?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but also too, it's like, how do we know that he wasn't like, oh, we got to go this way, and Kobe, because like Kobe could have noticed that they were going a different direction. Mm-hmm. And Kobe's like, whoa, why are we going this way? He's like, oh, because clouds and we got to go this way. It's like Kobe's like, come on, man, you can do it. You can, come on, man.
Well, they said that I don't know how they knew this, but they said that Kobe didn't pressure him into flying. So maybe beforehand, before they got in the plane, but they said that it was self-induced pressure and planned continuation bias.
I mean, I feel like they're trying to demonize this guy unnecessarily. So, I mean, there's got to be a lot of pressure flying the Black Mamba somewhere.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, every time you're like, oh, man, fuck, it's the Black Mamba. I can do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's a little bit inspirational.
Yeah.
So, everything that you typically might be like, oh, this probably isn't safe. You're like, fuck it. That's not Mamba mentality.
Yeah, I mean, they were like, oh, he's a really good pilot. They weren't coming down on him. They were just like, look, it's because he was going into the clouds, he had to fly by the what do you call them? Instruments, mm-hmm. instead of by flying by sight. And they're just talking about how dangerous that can be and how risky it is. I
mean, it is, but Black Mamba. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Mamba mentality time. I've been training my whole entire life for this. We're not supposed to do this, but the reason why we put so much time and effort into our training is so if this has to be the case, we can do it with Mamba mentality.
He thought he was there.
Dude, that's too much pressure to fly somebody like that.
Yeah, he was like a regular pilot for Kobe.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That they had a relationship. I knew that much.
Yeah.
But I think to a certain degree, that does get a little high pressured,
Yeah.
where you're like, any other time you'd be like, nah, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then when Kobe's in the cockpit, you're like, I'm about to make myself a diamond today. Bring that pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bring that pressure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying I get it, but I think that has something to do with it.
And from 2010 to 2019, there are 184 fatal aircraft crashes related to spatial disorientation.
From 2010 to 2019,
mm-hmm.
184.
Yeah.
So basically 18.4 a year.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I made it 10 years for the easy math, but yeah. I mean, that seems common.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't think people are traveling that much by helicopter. I think.
Well, only 20 of those are helicopters. I don't know what other kind of aircrafts they're in when they're doing that.
Yeah, man, that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
That people can get disoriented by space.
Yeah.
It's just what are they closing their eyes? I just don't know.
Just Bermuda Triangled.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks, man. It's because now this guy, I'm assuming he was an amazing pilot, which is why Kobe made him his pilot.
Right.
Now he has to get. This is basically like a visit from the dick demon.
Maybe he should have touched the plane with his dick before they took off.
Oh, I'm sure that's him and Kobe's little thing they did.
You think all the greats are on this already?
Yeah, everything they own has a dick print on it. They just touch stuff with their dicks and drink Diet Coke. That's all. That's all the elite do.
Yeah.
There's little dab, sip. Yeah, but no, this is like a helicopter pilot's version of a dick demon.
Yeah.
Because for the rest of his family's lives, they're going to be walking around with his final reputation of being a bad decision maker as a pilot.
Yeah.
It sucks.
That does suck.
This dude had a low hanging decision making all his life.
Yeah.
One of the best decision makers. Just a big, solid, veiny decision maker. And now he's gonna be cast as this shriveled up, tiny. It sucks, man.
It does suck.
That's a dick demon visitation.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
It's man, that poor family.
Yeah.
You know, because his wife is probably like, he was fucking so good, so great all the time.
Yeah.
So, like that's funny too, because like he also had Kobe in the helicopter with him. So it's like, dude, you're gonna be like that with Kobe? Like Kobe always made good decisions, but then you're like, wait a second, Kobe lost so many games.
Yeah.
No, but his mistake, he gets to come back next year and try again to make that same mistake if passed or fell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like unfortunate that, you know, there's some mistakes that you make in this world where because of that, you get characterized for eternity by that mistake. No matter what you did up until that point.
Yeah.
This pilot will always be, he will be forever characterized by that mistake.
Yeah. That's rough.
That is rough.
It's a poor guy.
That is. I mean, and I'm sure he did everything that he could. I'm sure he was doing everything that he could to make sure that he himself and the rest of that, the people in that helicopter came out alive. I'm sure he did everything that he could.
His dick ghost is definitely going to be haunting people.
It sucks.
Yeah.
It's, well, I mean, it also like, is it going to be hovering or on the ground? You know what I mean? It's like what kind of, that's another thing to consider. Like what is...
His dick ghost will never leave the ground again.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Is it grounded?
Yeah.
Like, is it
never
like
again.
even in eternity? His dick is like, watching. Oh, this guy has a little bag of dog shit walking past the trash can. He's got a Rottweiler. Let's see what he almost slipped on the ice. Dude, his dog is eating snow that some other dog pissed in. Oh, he's looking around. This guy's looking around to see if anybody's looking at him right now. Uh-oh, I think we might have one. This dog is digging deep into the ice where other dogs piss right now. Goodness gracious. Come on. Make a decision. He walked past our trash can.
Phew.
He did.
That was tense.
That was tense. He just looked up and saw us in the window. Or saw me in the window. And it's just like, he was like, whoa, I almost got caught. I knew there was something telling me not to put dog in this, the dog shit in this can. But, yeah, I think we're gonna end this episode here. I think we're gonna pop on over to the Patreon and finish up there. It's you good? You good to close here? All right, cool. And I don't know how long this episode is gonna be. I don't know where.
Sydney, try me again. I'm ready.
Oh yeah, yeah. At the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what genre of music of basketball do you think is associated? Wait, what genre of music is associated with basketball?
Rap and hip hop.
What genre of music do you think is associated with football?
Rock and roll.
What genre of music do you think is associated with baseball?
Country.
Okay. What genre of music do you think is associated with soccer?
I don't watch a soccer game. They like party Mexican music.
Okay. Now, what genre of music do you think is associated with hockey?
Hockey. Oh, they are hardcore like rock and roll people. A little country.
What genre of music do you think is associated with track and field?
They are like classical nerds.
That works.
Okay.
That works. I agree with literally everything you said.
Thank you.
And that's what I was thinking the whole entire time. And notice how I didn't influence you to say any of that. Because when I'm doing experiments,
yeah,
dude, I do them with fucking integrity.
Yeah.
Like a high level of integrity.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Dude, you're lucky. You're lucky
Well,
you got
lucky.
that. Because if you didn't answer those questions, you for sure would have got visited by the vagina ghoul.
I started to feel gapey, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
You're like, I am not representing my vagina well at all right now. Yes, man, you saved. You like at the buzzer.
Yeah.
At the buzzer. I love it, man. That was awesome. It's that's winning mentality right there.
Little Mamba mentality.
Yeah, it is. That is Mamba. It's
Yeah.
Mama mentality. Man, I'm really proud of you right now.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I know you were pretty disappointed earlier.
I mean, it was
a lot.
I wasn't disappointed that you weren't coming up with the answers. I was disappointed at you wanting to not know. You know what I mean? It was like
I just got overwhelmed. It was too much.
It was too much, and I was trying to tell you, you're putting too much on your plate right now. You're like Kobe's helicopter pilot right now.
Yeah.
It's not that deep. It's not that deep. You're putting too much on the plate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
I was spatially disoriented.
You were spatially disoriented. Man, I never felt more like Kobe in my life just then. My presence is putting too much pressure on this lady. I need to do something about this.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just sat back and I let you learn. Dude, I am such a guru.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So, all right, this episode's weird as fuck. Hope you enjoyed it. This is a good time. Also, thank you so much for listening. And, oh, yeah, shout outs. And we're about to go over to the Patreon. I mean, you won't know that for a couple days, but yeah, we got to, whatever. We get these shout outs in. Here we go. Shout out to Mike Butler, Mike Levy, Lizbot, Doc, Kevin Stevens, Julian from Canada, and his wife Meg.says.so, and her podcast So and Tell. Kevin Lau, Mary Jo Butterly. Congratulations on surviving that fire. Is that how you say something like that? Nicole, Raj, Janelle, Coach Rick, Courtney, Andrew Pace, Keith Butts, Kyle Hancock, Erica Daniels, Levi Mercer, Justin Masabi, Ezekiel Ellis, Logan, Ryan, Roger Down, Joe, Rob, Joe Francis, and his girlfriend's company, Saved by the Reef. TJ James, our man down under, holding us down under. Nick Cupsey and his 2 books, Lost in the Mail and the 5 People You Meet in Wawa. This old guy, Chris Bruno, Chris Bruno is not the old guy. This old guy, Chris Bruno, Kevin McGran, Graham Hoffman, Chris Tucker, Derek Towson, who is my brother. We have a different last name, and I promise I'll explain that. Sean Dowdy. Give him a nickname. I don't know. I'll get you next time. Sean Dowdy. Sean Dowdy has a hot wife.
Good for him.
Yeah. Can you call him the hot wife, Sean Dowdy? I mean, I'm sure his wife would appreciate that. Like, yeah. I mean, he's got, every guy, he appreciates that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He better.
Yeah, like every guy wants to overachieve in the wife department.
Yeah.
And it's like basically, that's basically a dick fairy.
Yeah.
Like recognizing a guy for his hot wife.
Yeah.
That's a pre Dick Fairy visit. Mm-hmm. He's good. Guy Patterson, Brian Bachner, Toscani Rodriguez, and our man, Sean, the Boner King of all boners. Thank you so much for listening. You are currently listening to the music of Melissa Vile Kingdom and her band Circadian Clock. Be sure to check out her YouTube page, Beethoven Violin. Bay spelled as in, like having a bay. Toven, like Beethoven. And then violin as you spell violin. Check her out. You will not be disappointed. Thank you so much for listening.
Got you.